Well, hey there, folks. This is just going to be a quick and dirty one because it's late and I'm working on another video that's probably going to go up tomorrow, but I had to get this story to you if you were at all confused or questioning as to whether or not the government in Oregon is supporting the terrorists that are destroying Portland. I don't, but maybe this will help convince you. Portland enacts most stringent facial recognition technology ban in the U.S., barring public, some private use. Why, when you're having 100 plus days of riots with people wearing masks, etc., breaking laws, burning stuff down, attacking police, committing murders, would you want to ban facial recognition? You just had a guy shoot a man dead in cold blood on your streets, and you want to eliminate resources that'll help people like that come to justice. Tomorrow's video is going to talk a lot about that kind of stuff. Portland City Council members voted unanimously on Wednesday to prohibit the public, and in some cases private, use of facial recognition technology, making it the most stringent ban of this kind nationwide according to multiple reports. Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler and City Commissioner Joanne Hardesty introduced the bans, which immediately took effect for city agencies and will be effective on January 1st for private businesses, the Oregonian and Oregon Public Broadcasting reported. The ordinances bar the use of facial recognition technology by city agencies and on public property within the city, but also prohibit its use by private entities in places of public accommodation, according to the city agency Smart City PDX. Facial recognition technology violates the public's personal privacy and has a demonstrated gender and racial bias, Wheeler said, according to OPB.com. First of all, if technology has a bias, you gotta have to prove it to me. If it's like making decisions about whether or not to pay you or not based on your skin tone. Nextly, it's already been established that you don't have a right to privacy in a public space. Next, you're going to tell me that I can't photograph the riots. I'm going to tell you to stick it all up your bum, because you don't have the right. You're going to have to do better. Technology exists to make our lives easier, not for public and private entities to use as a weapon against the very citizens they serve and accommodate, the Democratic mayor reportedly said. Mr. Wheeler, why are you defending murderers? We own our privacy, Hardesty said before the council took a vote, and it's our obligation to make sure that we're not allowing people to gather it up secretly and sell it for profit or fear-based activity. This type of technology gathers and analyzes people's biometric data, the physical facial features that are unique to an individual and can verify someone's identity, a Smart City PDX webpage dedicated to the ordinance explains. Portland residents and visitors should enjoy access to public spaces with reasonable privacy. The use of face recognition in law enforcement may identify the wrong person. The source of these concerns is the biases against black and brown people, women and older people. The collection of biometric information for no oversight or safeguards creates risk to people. These risks and negative impacts are worse to those who are experiencing the biases. I think that's just a whoopee-whoopee excuse to get your rioters out of trouble. How about we all deal with the system, and if you didn't do nothing wrong, they're going to quickly notice it. The first police officer that shows up with a Polaroid and looks at his picture and looks at your face and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Smith, this isn't you. Have a good day." The agency further explains its concerns surrounding the lack of privacy certifications and oversight that integrate all aspects of privacy. Any privacy breach of biometric data is very hard to mitigate and control. Risks increase by lack of proper due diligence and transparency. Apps that use face biometric data must have privacy by design, the city agency wrote. The city wants to make sure that children's data and all personal information are safe. I appreciate the sentiment. I can respect trying to protect kids. I really can. I don't think that's at all what you're up to. A Portland Police Bureau declined to comment on the news, but the department has previously said it does not use such technology, OPB.com reports. According to the Oregonian, at least one private business in Portland, a food store with 3 locations in the city, has used the technology upon customers' approach to and entry into the stores. Well, they got some handy excuses why they don't want facial recognition software being used in Portland. But, folks, there's nothing they can do to stop A, the feds from doing it, B, you from using your phone if you've got an app or something. But ultimately, like I've said this whole video, there's no expectation to privacy, and it's obvious that their interest isn't protecting children, it's protecting the rioters. Let's all pretend like our opinions matter, leave them in the comments below, and remember, this is social media, so do all the things.